Hi everybody, Delta Prime here, and you are watching Delta Prime Reviews. So today we're going to be taking a look at probably one of the most obscure characters to come out of the Legacy line to date, and that is Transformers Prime Universe Thundertron. So for those keeping tabs on the Legacy toy line, we have had some pretty obscure characters. Beast Wars Buzzsaw, but Night Prowler, Predacon Sandstorm, to name a few. Probably one of the more memorable obscure characters that we've gotten so far is this guy right here. Now, they actually gave a little bit of a new backstory to how he got his alt mode. Apparently, Zoids is now part of the Transformers universe because he got his line alt mode from scanning a Mecha Liger. So yeah, a little bit far-reaching there, but that's the official backstory to his alt mode. Is that they land on the planet Zoid and he scanned a Mecha Liger. Now, this guy's from the Prime universe. He was supposed to be in the Transformers Prime TV show, but for whatever reasons, he never showed up. But he was in the tie-in comics for the line continuity. And that shows him as a fearless pirate who doesn't give mercy and a leader of a crew of Star Seekers on their ship called the Tidal Wave. So, he's, gotta say, pretty surprised that we got him. And there's supposedly it's going to be a leader class version of him coming soon, and a Star Seekers exclusive toy line for Walmart. And that will see some of the other Star Seeker crew members. If there's any Beast Formers in there, you know I'm going to pick it up. And so, yeah, that's a bit about him. I will admit I don't know much about Thundertron, other than he has a really cool alt mode and a really cool whole robot mode. I never had the original figure, so I only seen pictures of it and other reviews of it, so it's not. This figure isn't spot on to how the original toys look, but what they're going for, I think, is more of an updated look for it, like they usually do for the Legacy line. So it's not merely accurate because we never had a show version of cartoon version of him. It's definitely not accurate to the comics, but it's still a pretty cool representation of the character. Now for accessories, he comes with this pretty big sword right here that he can wield in his hand. And you could say he has two accessories because this foot right here comes off like an original figure, and he gets a peg leg. And if you can stand him up correctly, he actually stands really well on this peg leg. And now, you're probably wondering what you do with this piece now that you took it off. Well, fold this part down. There's a tab right there on the sword. Tab hole right here under the foot. And he has what I like to call a foot sword now. So yeah. Is it useless? Absolutely. Is it hilarious? Even more so. But hey, Transformers is all about those hilarious twists, I suppose. Alright. Enough about that. Obviously, he stands better when you have his phone. Articulation. Head is on a ball joint. Can look up that much. Can look down that much. Not much side to side. The shoulder pads are articulated. mostly for transformation purposes. There are in and out hinges for transformation at the shoulder, swivel, in and out hinge, in and out bicep, swivel, and the fists do swivel, but it's very hard because that claw does get in the way. He has waist articulation, although it's very limited in robot mode. These side skirts are articulated on ball joint. In and out movement at the thigh, lower thigh rotation, knee joint, again lower rotation. For this foot, because this is the peg leg foot, it only moves up and down. But this one moves up, down, in, and out. So this foot's a bit more articulated. Alright. Done articulation. Let's get straight into the transformation. So, the first thing that the instructions tells you to do, and that I like to do, is pull the Mecha Liger head out and then fold this up. Now, if you do this all the way, you get quite a bit more articulation in the head. Reposition this real quick. So, it's supposed to be like that, and fold this up until it doesn't move any further. Next up, come to the shoulders. Go rotate them around. And then rotate them around 180 degrees. Then rotate the lower arm 90 degrees so that this cavity is pointing towards the camera. Or in your case, towards you. And you're just going to fold that in, like so. Do the same over here. And then peg hole, peg. You're going to peg them together. Make sure the fists are straight, because they're going to need to be straight for the transformation. And you'll see why in a minute. Right now, there's right there and there's some grooves cut out. The tip of this, I don't know what you call it, piece of plastic, I suppose, is going to sit in there. And you see it's cut out at the top, like the arm is supposed to rest on it. It's because the arm does rest on it, and these little tabs right here will tab in here and here on the fist. And then these tabs right here and here will tab here into these tab holes in the back of the fist. I know it's a lot, just pay attention to transformation and you'll get it. It does take a couple tries to get. Now, before you tab this lower main part in, there is a tab hole at the back of the hinge joint of the lion head. What you're going to do with that is you're going to move this up. There's a tab right there that will tab into there. And it's important you do this now, or else you're never going to get that tabbed in. And then there's two tab holes, not tab holes, two tabs here and here. Will tab that these tab holes will tab into. And because this is such flimsy plastic right there, it does take quite a few tries. Okay, now that you got that blue piece tabbed in where it's supposed to, now you can go ahead and tab this into the back of the fist. Alright, to finish off the top of the Mecha Liger mode, we're going to open up the shoulder pads, fold out the front paws and claws and arms of the lion mode, and then turn it 90 degrees. And that peg hole, that peg, will peg into that 5mm peg hole right there. And you close that back down. Do the same over here. And that's the front part of the Liger mode done. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Last step to finish off the front Liger mode is to fold these back. You can keep them open, but officially you're supposed to fold them back like that. Now, we'll move the side skirts out of the way. We are going to turn this around. So it was at the front and now it's facing the back. This is the shin guard. Without the shin guard, the thigh guard. Not the thigh, the upper thigh guard. There we go. Now, you're going to twist this so that this cavity is facing towards the back. Do the same over here. Bend this, and then this will also bend. So, effectively, you're making chicken legs. So, basically, we do with every cat bot. Cheetor, Lio Convoy, they're all the same when it comes to hind leg transformations. Do this. Do that. And now we will bring this forward like so. Do the same over here. Now you may think you're done, but there's one last step you need, well, a couple last steps. First off, move the shoulder, the hip skirts so that they're positioned like this. And next, you're going to take these extra toes right here. Just going to fold them back so that they're all the way at the back. Like that. And then situate him so he can stand. Last thing you're going to do, if you want to, you don't have to, but there's a peg hole right there. Peg right here on the side of the sword. Sword storage. Boom. And here you have Thundertron in his Mecha Liger ult mode. Now, if you ever seen Zoids, you can honestly tell this is a Mecha Liger. I've never seen the show Zoids, but I've seen figure reviews of Zoids, so I know what the Mecha Liger looks like, and this is definitely a Mecha Liger. When I first got the figure, it took me a minute to figure out why the alt mode looks so familiar. Well, it's because it's from Zoids. Like I said, never seen the show Zoids, but I have seen figure reviews of Zoids. It's really cool. I will admit, I do like beast modes, both robotic and organic. For size comparison, here is Lio Convoy from Legacy Evolution. He's from Legacy United. So, his is definitely more squat. It's more squat down, but it's a bigger lion mode. It's a bigger lion mode, as you can see right here. More squat, but it's bigger. And that's because he is a bigger Voyager class. He's roughly the size of a leader class, probably about an inch or two off from leader. So he's a pretty big Voyager. For those of you who don't know, he's neither Autobot nor Decepticon. The Starseekers are their own little group of space pirates. And that is their emblem right there. He and the rest of his crew travel through space hunting down all Cybertronians because he is enraged at what they did to their home planet, Cybertron. And that's basically all I know about their mission, is that they hunt Cybertronians. Kind of like Lockdown from Age of Extinction. Yeah, it's a cool eye mode. Not the most posable, of course, but more posable than Lio Convoy, that's for sure. Or Leo Prime. I know him as Lio Convoy, so I call him Lio Convoy. So, there's really not much more to say about this figure. Should you pick him up? You know what? Absolutely. He's a great figure. Very fun to play with. Very fun to transform. And is really nice looking all around. If you definitely see him in stores or you happen to see him online, definitely pick him up. He's worth it. Well, I have been Delta Prime, asking you to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video review. Bye-bye.